and blessings, fam. I hope you're doing well. This is your brother Zion. I promise not to be before you long, like a long-winded Baptist preacher. I'll do my very best. But I want to talk to you all about the ministry of trouble. M-O-T, the ministry of trouble. You know, I really believe that trouble has its own ministry, not like the evangelistic ministry or ministry of discipleship or the parking lot ministry, the chicken frying ministry or any other kind of ministry, but it has its own particular ministry to get us from point A to point B. We don't want to have anything to do with trouble. I know I don't. We try to avoid trouble, adversities, problems at all costs. We don't want it near us, nor do we want to go wherever trouble can be found. But one thing is for sure, like an armed robber in the middle of the night, that trouble will creep up on you without warning, and it can't be averted. You know, one thing about trouble is that not only is it certain to happen, but oftentimes, if it's not because of the trouble coming into our lives without warning, we will remain where we are. We will not get up and move if it were not for trouble. If it were not for that job giving you that pink slip. If it were not for the injustices that you occurred in your life. If it were not for that broken and toxic and dysfunctional relationship. If it were not for certain adversities that came into your life that challenged not only your faith, but challenged your mobility to move from where you are, from being paralyzed to move into a better place where you have mobility. Where you have mobility as it relates to your mindset, where you have mobility as it relates to your finances, your ministry, whatever sector in life that God has purpose for you, that you have the talents and the gifts, and that we have the talents and the gifts. If it were not for adversity and the ministry of trouble to move us out of complacency, mediocrity, and procrastination, we will remain there. We will remain there. If it were not for your haters, if it were not for the mockers, the scoffers, and those that meted out such a hand of injustice to you, we will remain there. Because oftentimes, we're just happy with just existing. But trouble has such a way to minister to us that will make us move from where we are to get to a much more productive place, a more stable place, and a more secure place. So I'm going to give a shout out to trouble and his ministry in moving us out of complacency to a place of longevity and a place of power and purpose. Peace and blessings. Love you to life.